Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick video and just talk about WealthSimple and Questrade and sort of put them in a quick head-to-head comparison heading into 2025. So as you get started on your investing, or if you're considering switching, you're able to make a really informed decision, kind of with the most up-to-date information. I made a few videos lately on corporate investing accounts and things like that, and I typically just use Questrade as an example because that's what I personally use. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of brush up on WealthSimple's products and features, as obviously they are a newer platform that's been adding a lot, and to just kind of compare them. So if you're interested in setting up an account, definitely stick around for this video. I'm not getting paid by either of these guys. Again, just kind of comparing the information available on their website and consolidating it into a really easy to follow document and video. So let's get into it. First, WealthSimple Trade. Let's get into their pros. The first one is there's a really user-friendly interface. It's a really easy to use platform and really ideal for beginners. If you're not familiar with stock trading and investing, this can be a really good way to get started. And it's a really non-intimidating way to get started. So that's a massive win. Second, all of their trading is commission free. You can buy and sell stocks, ETFs, etc. without commission. You don't pay that 1 cent or 1 cent a stock, or minimum of $5 a stock. It is completely free in terms of commission. I will talk about some of the other fees and the other ways they make money after, but definitely a pro. If you buy Royal Bank stock, you don't have to pay per stock that you buy or sell. That's huge. Next thing, they currently have fractional share investing. So you can invest in any stock or ETF regardless of price. So what that means is, let's say you take a stock and the actual price of it is quite high. For example, say you want to buy ticker symbol VOO, that's an S&P 500 ETF. That's currently about $400 or $500 USD per share. And if you're just kind of getting started, maybe you're investing a couple $100 a week or even a couple $100 a month, you can't just buy one share of VOO every month because it's almost $500 USD. So with fractional share investing, you can invest just a sliver, whatever that may be, into the thing you want, even if it's an expensive ticker price. Then there's some notable tech stocks that have really high ticker prices as well. So anyways, that's a big win. Again, you're able to get started and get rolling right away and invest, especially for those who want a DCA. You can invest on a weekly basis, regardless of the price. Next thing, they have instant deposits. You can get your funds invested really quickly. You don't have to wait a long period of time to get your money from your personal checking account into your WealthSimple Trade. No need to talk about that more. Money gets in really quickly. Another benefit is WealthSimple Trade Plus. It's one of their features, or one of their kind of service lines that offers additional features like pre-built portfolios, analyst ratings, and all that for a fee. If you're interested in a bit more information, on what you're buying, that might be a good thing to do. Personally, it's not something I use, but it's cool they offer that. Definitely not a drawback at all. Anyways, moving on to the cons for WealthSimple. One is generally they have limited account types. They primarily focus on personal TFSA and RSP accounts. Apparently, they recently added functionality for corporate investing accounts, which was a notable drawback to the platform before. I haven't personally used that, but it does seem like that is something that they may be launching, in the process of launching. But generally, it has been a con of Questrade, is if you have certain account types that you need. So again, like a corporate investing account, sole proprietorship, trust, things like that, you might have a hard time getting that on WealthSimple Trading. Another drawback is there are no dividend reinvestment plans, or DRIP, which in short allows you to reinvest dividends you get from a given security back into that, which is really important for kind of long-term holders. So anyways, the lack of that feature is unfortunate, as it allows for a lot less flexibility for automatic reinvesting of your dividends. And then the last con, which honestly I think is the biggest con, and is the number one reason I don't use WealthSimple myself, is there's extremely limited currency support, and basically you always trade in CAD, Canadian dollars. So what that means is you deposit money into your account. Let's say you deposit $1,000 Canadian into your account, and then you want to buy stock. The vast majority of stocks that Canadians look at are going to be traded in USD, or at least a lot of them. If you're buying VOO, SLY, these S&P 500 indexes, or a lot of just common stocks, Apple stock, Tesla stock, Nvidia stock, whatever, those are all traded in USD. Anything on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, etc., are in USD. If you buy that, it won't tell you at all, but it's going to flip your money into USD, which is fine. But they are going to charge a 2.5% conversion fee, a conversion commission, if you will. So for every $100 in money that's switched, automatically you're paying $2.5 in fees. Scale it up a little bit to $10,000. That's $250 in fees per 10,000. Anyways, that's kind of crappy and unfortunate, and there's no way around it because you can't hold money in USD. But the real kicker is if you sell that stock, it immediately flips it back to CAD. So you don't get to hold money in USD. So let's say you get hit on the you get taken over the coals, 2.5% when you buy your USD stock, you buy your View stock, and then you want to rotate into something else, you sell it. So just back to CAD, you lose 2.5%. And then if you want to buy something USD again, you pay it again. You can't hold USD. So again, that's terrible. And then also that does not allow you to do Norbert's Gambit, which is sort of the free way to move money between CAD and USD. Questrade does allow you to do that. So we'll talk about that on the Questrade section. But again, that's by far the biggest con. So again, just consider that if you're only investing in Canadian companies, then that's great. But you are going to be paying a lot. Otherwise, so again, big con. I really want to mention that because that's personally the reason I don't use it. Anyways, let's talk about Questrade and go into their pros and cons. One pros, it has generally very low commission fees, and they're a lot lower compared to traditional brokerage. You know, your DS brokerage, TD direct investing, stuff like that. Typically, the way it works is you can buy ETFs free, which is great. So if you're DCAing into any ETF, VU, SPY, whatever, you can do that for free. And then when you sell ETFs, you pay that typical 1 cent per share, minimum about $5, maximum about 10. And then for individual stocks, you're paying that same structure, 1 cent buy, minimum 5, maximum 10. So you're paying about $5 to $10 per stock trade. So you are paying a little bit more than WealthSimple, but a lot less than what you're going to get on that TD direct investing. And again, the big one, which is the next one, free ETF trading. Which is probably what most of you guys are doing anyway. So definitely a pro compared to a lot of other platforms out there, but definitely doesn't look as great compared to WealthSimple because, again, they do offer that free one. Next thing here, deeper platform. They offer loads of features and tools for experienced investors, research, charting, advanced orders, all that stuff. So that's really cool if you're into that. Better customer support. They have a lot of resources and assistance available. They have a great chat, phone support. I personally use it all the time. Their email support is good too. So if you need to do anything, they are able to help you pay for that. Big pro, definitely the biggest pro in my opinion, is you can hold USD and CAD. So within any Questrade account, say you have your personal TFSA, you have two buckets, CAD and USD. So you can deposit either into it. You can switch between them using Norbert's Gambit. You could pay to switch between them. And if you ever sell anything of a given security, it just holds it in that currency. So you can basically store USD in there for future US denominated stock purchases. A massive pro because obviously you're not paying 2.5% every time your money moves. Lastly, wider account options. I kind of mentioned this was a limitation with WealthSimple. Questrade's really good. They have loads of different account types, Lira accounts, corporate accounts, and more. So there's so many. It does seem like WealthSimple is adding more accounts, but for now, that's definitely a benefit for Questrade. Cons. One, higher fees compared to WealthSimple Trade. It may not be ideal for very frequent traders and those with small trade sizes because, again, you are paying minimum of $5 if you're buying a stock. And the other one is it is a less user-friendly interface. I would say it's still quite friendly, especially on their new trading, their new Questrade Trade app is pretty user-friendly, but it is ever so slightly less than WealthSimple. So if you're a beginner or maybe not really good with this stuff, not as great. So anyways, that's kind of a quick pro-con breakdown. So yeah, when you're kind of choosing, again, beginner investors, you're probably going to like the WealthSimple Trade. It's really friendly UI. It's commission-free. Fractional shares make it a great starting point. If you're a little bit more of a frequent trader, Questrade's lower overall fees might be more suitable, especially considering that USD bet. US investing, really going to tilt you towards Questrade. The ability to hold USD streamlines investments in all US markets. And the advanced features on Questrade are going to cater towards a more experienced investor who maybe needs a little bit more research and analysis tools. Obviously, there are tools that are much more than that, but again, we're just comparing these two. So anyways, hopefully that's useful for you guys. A couple other factors to consider. Investment goals. Consider your long-term plans and risk tolerance when choosing any platform and any security. If you are going to trade frequently, lower commission fees become more important. If you're only buying something and holding on to it for years, saving money on fees is going to be less of a thing. And again, really, really big account types. Ensure the platform you use offers the account type you need. For example, if you want RSP, make sure the platform has that. Most will, but again, just a quick disclaimer. So anyways, I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.